Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to my vlog. By the way, my name is Junior C. Portugaliza, and for today's video, I'm gonna tell you about the life of Rizal and my reflection on the life of Rizal from homeschooling to justice and his death. So first of all, let us talk about who is Rizal. So Jose Rizal is known for a Filipino national hero who was born in the 19th century. He is known as a fighter for the rights of Filipino people who suffered as a result of Spanish colonialism for approximately 300 years. So, he is one of the most revered figures in Philippine history. Jose Rizal is a man who has a variety of intellectual intelligence and a well-known political activist because his political writings really inspired the Filipino people to create their nationalism. This caused him to be executed by the Spanish colonialists. So in his homeschooling, Jose Rizal studied in his hometown Calamba. Doña Chodora taught Rizal the alphabet at age 3. At age 4, Rizal molded wax and clay figures at age 5. He drew pictures and used the natural colors of the fruits, vegetables, and even soup. So some of his private tutors were Lucas Padua, Celestino, and Leon Monroy. Maestro Leon Monroy, for a 4 peso per month wage, taught Rizal reading, writing, counting, and Latin. So his material uncles Gregorio, Jose, and Manuel Alberto also played a significant role in his early education. His early education was mainly tutorial. Jose Alberto taught Rizal how to paint, to draw, and clay sculpture. So Gregorio Alberto trained Jose Rizal to work hard, to be a good observer of life, and to be given to independent thinking. Manuel Alberto taught Rizal the value of exercise like walking the fields, horse riding, or swimming, fencing, and wrestling. So the life of Rizal in his homeschooling, his relatives and uncles had fully supported him in his learnings. Rizal's homeschooling experience offers various takeaways and thoughts that I can use. It acts as motivation to develop a similar curiosity and drive to study when it comes to Rizal's love of learning and his enthusiasm for reading. I can look for chances to increase my knowledge and abilities, whether through official schooling or independent study. His critical thinking abilities, which were developed by his mother and tutors, serves as a reminder to be of the values of challenging morals and beliefs. So, in his grammar schooling, in June 1870, at the age of 9, Jose Rizal was sent to a private grammar school in Binyan under Maestro Justiniano Aquino Cruz. Rizal stayed in the house of Alberto in Binyan. It was a practice of wealthy parents of that time to send their children to private schools. And in December 1871, Jose Rizal left Binyan for Calamba. Among others, Rizal's studies in Binyan taught Jose Rizal to be self-reliant, independent, and responsible. In Binyan, he has no house helpers to attend in his personal needs. He had to perform household chores and had a fixed time for his daily activities. During his Binyan studies, at the age of 10, Doña Chodora was arrested on a trumped-up charge. She was forced to walk from their Calamba home to Santa Cruz, the capital of Laguna, a distance over 30 kilometers. She was later exonerated, but only after 2.5 years in jail. In terms of our own educational experiences and views, Rizal's opinions or thoughts on his grammar schooling can also be used as a mirror to examine my own self. Rizal believed that the educational system during his time was inadequate for the needs of Filipinos and that there was a need for educational reform to include practical subjects and be taught in the native language. This can reflect on my own educational experiences and ask myself if my education has adequately prepared me for the challenges of life and future careers, and also I can ask myself if my education has given me a sense of pride and identity in my own culture and heritage. So next in his Jesuit education. Rizal's Jesuit education played a significant role in shaping his intellectual and moral development. The Jesuit education system emphasized critical thinking, reasoning, and moral values, which are evident in Rizal's writing and actions. Rizal was deeply influenced by the Jesuit teachings of human dignity, social justice, and the pursuit of knowledge for the greater good of society. Moreover, Rizal's exposure to the liberal ideas and ideas of the Jesuits, who were known for their progressive views on education, science, and social justice, contributed to his later writings and advocacy for Philippine independence and social reform. So in summary, Rizal's Jesuit education provided him with a solid foundation in academic excellence, critical thinking, and moral values, which later became the pillars of his intellectual and social activism. In Dominican education, Jose Rizal's early education was heavily influenced by the Dominicans, a Catholic religious order that established schools in the Philippines during the Spanish colonial period. In 1872, Rizal was sent to the Ateneo Municipal de Manila, a school run by the Jesuits, another Catholic religious order. However, after a scandal involving Filipino priests and the colonial authorities, the Spanish authorities became suspicious of any institution that promoted Philippine nationalism. The Ateneo was closed and Rizal was sent to Dominican-run University of Santo Tomas to study medicine. Rizal's time at the university was not without difficulties. He clashed with the Dominican friars, who were known for their strict and conservative approach to education. Rizal was critic of the friars' methods and believed that education should promote critical thinking and free inquiry. Despite these challenges, Rizal was able to graduate from the University of Santo Tomas with a degree in medicine. He went on further to his studies in Europe, where he continued to develop his ideas and contribute the Philippines nationalist movement. Rizal's experience in Dominican education played a significant Rizal's experience in Dominican education played a significant role in shaping his worldview and inspiring his activism. His exposure to the injustice and corruption of the colonial system, as well as his clashes with the friars, fueled his passion for reform and contributed to his legacy as a champion of justice and equality. In his peninsular Spanish education, Jose Rizal's education in peninsular Spanish institutions played a significant role in shaping his worldview and inspiring his activism. After graduating from the University of Santo Tomas in the Philippines, Rizal traveled to Europe to further his studies. In Madrid, Rizal enrolled at the Central University of Madrid, where he studied medicine and other subjects. He also became involved in propaganda movement, a group of Filipino exiles who sought reforms in the Philippines. Rizal became a prominent member of the movement and used his writing and activism to advocate for Philippine independence and social justice. During his time in Spain, Rizal was exposed to the ideas of enlightenment and liberalism, which emphasized reason, individualism, and pursuit of knowledge. He also witnessed the inequalities and injustice of Spanish colonialism, which fueled his passion for reform. So Rizal's experience in Peninsular Spanish education and society contributed to his development as a writer and nationalist. His exposure to European culture and ideas influenced his writing style and themes, as seen in his novels Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. These works exposed to the injustice and corruption of the colonial system and helped spark the Philippine Revolution against Spain. So Rizal's education in Peninsular Spanish provided him with knowledge and skills he needed to become a leading figure in the Philippine nationalist movement. His experiences in Europe and his exposure to Enlightenment ideas helped shape his worldview and contributed to his legacy as a champion of social justice and national liberation. Next, in his pragmatic education, Jose Rizal's education in pragmatic institutions played a role in shaping his practical skills and outlook. After graduating from University of Santo Tomas in the Philippines, Rizal traveled to Europe to further his studies. Rizal's education pragmatic institution emphasized practical skills and application which helped him in his work as a physician and scientist. He became known for his expertise in ophthalmology and contributed to the development of new techniques and treatments in the field. Rizal's pragmatic education also contributed to his activism and nationalist beliefs. He saw education as a means to empower individuals and contributed to the development of society. His belief in the power of education to promote social change led him to establish a school in Dapitan, where he was exiled by the Spanish authorities. So Rizal's education in pragmatic helped shape his practical skills and outlook, which contributed to his success as a physician, scientist, and educator. His beliefs in the power of education to promote social change also helped him inspire his activism and nationalist beliefs, which contributed to his legacy as champion of justice and national liberation. His travels, frustrations, and disappointments. Jose Rizal's life was filled with travels, frustrations, and disappointments as he fought for the independence of his home country, the Philippines, from Spanish colonial rule. Here are some of the major events and experiences in his life that illustrate these themes. So, number one, travel to Europe in 1882. Rizal left the Philippines for Europe for further education and to learn more about European society and culture. However, he faced discrimination and racism as a Filipino in Europe, which led to feelings of isolation and frustration. So next, Rizal's travels, frustration, and disappointment can serve as a source of inspiration and reflection for me today. Like Rizal, I may also face challenges and obstacles in my life which can cause frustrations and disappointment. Just like the reflection that I made yesterday. I'm not good in making essays or writing reflection, and this makes me more frustrated. However, Rizal's perseverance in face of adversity can inspire me to stay committed to our beliefs and strive for a better future. These experiences of Rizal also highlight the value of empathy and comprehension. He was able to recognize the wrongs and inequality in society and feel sympathy for people who were in need. An exiled life. Exiled in Dapitan in 1892, Rizal was exiled to Dapitan, a remote town in southern Philippines, for his involvement in propaganda movement which sought to raise awareness about the injustice of Spanish colonial rule. Although he was able to continue his work as a physician in Dapitan, he was his inability to effect real change in the Philippines. Jose Rizal exiled life can reflect on myself in several ways. Firstly, it highlights the importance of standing for what we believe in and the potential consequences of doing so. So Rizal was exiled for his writings and advocacy for social justice and inequality, which serves as a reminder of the power of words and ideas and the potential risk associated with speaking out against injustice. So last, Rizal's justice and his death. Trial execution. In 1896, Rizal was arrested and put on trial for his involvement in the Philippine Revolution, which aimed to overthrow Spanish colonial rule. Despite his insistence that he was not involved in the revolution, he was found guilty and executed by firing squad on December 30, 1896. His death was a huge disappointment for Filipino people and served as a catalyst for the revolution. Rizal's life was marked by a series of struggles and setbacks as he fought against the injustice of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines. However, his legacy as a writer, educator, and revolutionary leader continues to inspire people to this day. Rizal's life and death can teach us important lessons about justice, courage, and patriotism. His life and death can serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of standing for what is right, using education as a tool for change, embracing courage in the face of adversity, striving for a more just and equitable society. So, Rizal's life teach us more lessons about standing for what is right and fight against injustice and inequality. So, that's all for today. I hope you learned something about the life of Rizal. So, if you want more about his life, um, just click and subscribe and click the notification button for more videos. So, see you in my next vlog. Thank you. Bye.